To set the automation up, go to the button below this video, click on Download Blueprint, then go to your Make account and click on Create a new scenario. Then we're going to More, Import Blueprint, and then select the blueprint we've just downloaded. Now we need to set up a few of these modules. We start with the webhook. To do this, you click on Add, and then just type in any number, I don't know, or any name, it doesn't really matter, just so that it's created. And then we need to copy the address to clipboard. Then go back to the Google Sheet template that you find below this video, click on it, then click on Make a Copy. You can rename it if you want, set a bookmark to have the sheet available. Now we go to the webhook, we copy this address, we go to Extensions, App Scripts. There we need to place the webhook. In this area here, you see, place it in here. Then we also need to do another modification here, insert your email address. So here you insert an email address that you want if you want to use TikTok, because TikTok doesn't have a direct integration. So if you want to use TikTok, then this automation will send you an email with the link of the file of the video, and then you upload this to TikTok. So if you want to have an email address, specify this here, and for example, then this email will be sent to your address. If you don't use TikTok or don't want to use it, then you can just skip this part. Now let's go back to our automation. So now we've set up the first step. Next, we need to set up Google Sheets. So here you need to create a Google Sheet connection. So you click on that and you click on Sign in with Google. And then you will be prompted to select a Google account if you have several accounts and to sign up with one. Make sure it's the same account as this Google Sheet. So if you just click on your icon on the top right, you will see this is the Google account you're currently logged in with. Make sure you have the same account when you sign up with this. So I'm going to complete this process and then we move forward. And when it says Google connection, then everything worked. The next thing we need is the proper Google Sheet ID. So I'm going to remove this, paste in my own Google Sheet ID that I have here, and then it will load the topic sheet. Perfect. Subtopics. Okay. There we don't need to set up anything else. We just move to the next part. Another Google Sheet. You select your Google account. Then here you paste in your Google Sheet ID that you get from this part of your Google Sheet URL, and then you just click OK. Now we come to the first AI module. Here you click on Create Connection. There you need to get your API key and organization ID from OpenAI. I show you that in the technical tutorials. You find the tutorials on how to get your OpenAI API key. Follow this if you don't already have an OpenAI connection, and then insert the keys here. If you already have a connection, you can just select it from the drop-down menu, and then here you see we need to first run the automation. So we're going to unselect it, unlink it from here. Let's click on Save. And then we go back to our app script code. And here, make sure to select the rotate and send data function. And then click on Run. This is also what we need to do because you need to run this. And then you need to complete the authorization process. So just follow the steps, click OK a few times, and then it's complete. Now we actually need to trigger this first. We need to run this first. Click Wait for new data, and now we need to run this. And then information from here is sent to this webhook onto this automation, which you see here. And now it has worked, and we can go in there now and see if the variables are matched properly. Yes, now this is full red, and this is OK, perfect. Now let's connect this again. And next, Google Sheet module here, choose your account, Google connection. There I need to put in my own Sheet ID again. Okay. Next, here I can just select the API, the AI connection, because I've already set this up previously in the first step. You only need to do this once. Then here the same, select my OpenAI connection. Good. Tools, we don't need to set up anything here. Here you need to get your Paxos API key. And to get this, I also have a tutorial here in the technical tutorial section where I show you how to get your Paxos API key. So make sure to get this and then paste it in here, and then you click on OK. Let's move on to the next module. Here we don't need to set anything up. Now here, we don't need to set anything up. This is already reference to this, so this works. Now here to the ElevenLabs module. Here you need to also get your API key. And to get this, again, you find the tutorial in the technical tutorial section where I show you where to get your ElevenLabs API key. So make sure to complete this, enter it here and click Save. Master connection has worked. You can select your voices. You can find those in your ElevenLabs account even. You can get in there, and there you can try out different voices to find the one you like. This can be selected. So in your ElevenLabs account, you see on the voices, here you can go through different voices. For example, here I think I have
God has given you
selected George. You see here, this is the George voice, and selected this, and you can listen to a few, and then you can select those you like in the Make automation. And then you click OK. Next we have Google Drive. Here you need to again sign up with your Google account that you've used previously. So complete this sign-in process with the same account. Next, you can go into your Google Drive account, set up a specific folder there, and then this folder location, you can select it here basically. It will search your Drive account and see if the folders, and then you can select those. Folder name, I've already specified this, so click OK. Now we need to just select the account already, click OK. Here, select the account, click OK. Next comes Creatomate. Here you also need to set up your Creatomate account. And to get your API key, again, go to the technical tutorials and I show you how to get your Creatomate API key, and then come back and insert it here and click Save. And then you need to select a template. And if you don't already have a template, you need to set one up in Creatomate. You go to Templates, click Create New Template, and you can do some pre-selected stuff. Select this as your dimensions, and then you can select and customize the template. I'm not going to show you this because I have this in the technical tutorials, how to create a Creatomate video template. So go in there if you need help with that. And once you've set up your template and modified it, you can go back and then you can select the template that you created from here. And then here, this is already set up properly. We don't need to do anything else. Click OK. Google Sheets, select the Google Sheet account. And here, we don't need to do anything else. Click OK. Now come the modules for the social media platforms where the videos should be published. So with the HTTP make a request, you don't need to do anything with this. You only need to go into these social media accounts. You need to click on Create Connection here, for example, in LinkedIn, and then you click on Save, and then you will be prompted to log in to your LinkedIn account and just complete the process. And once the connection is established, it will show that it has worked, and then you can select it from the drop down. Here you do the same with your YouTube. Click Create Connection, and once this has been established here, then you see this here. Now it will look like my connection, and this will look the same for all of these social media platforms. Once you've set this up, you don't need to change anything about these. Just click OK, and then it's done. Now with Instagram for Business, here in Instagram, to create a connection, obviously, then you need to before you do that, you need to go to your Facebook page, and you need to have a Facebook page connected to the Instagram account you want to post on. And to find this, you go to Facebook. Then you switch the profile to your Facebook page. So you click on this, then you select the Facebook page you want to publish on, and then you click on your Facebook page. Then you go scroll down to settings. Now this is a dummy page I have. And then you go to the bottom here, it says connected accounts. That's like translation in English. And you see I've already connected it to an Instagram account. If you don't already have done this, you will see that you can connect it, and then you click on connect, and then you can connect your Instagram account. And then if it's successful, then it looks like this. And then you go back to your Make account and create connection and follow the process and sign in. And once this worked, it will look similar like this. We have a drop down and a few things, but you don't need to do anything. You just need to click OK. Now with Twitter, it's a little bit different. Here you need to set up, if you haven't used Twitter, you need to set up a developer account on Twitter. I'm not going to go into detail how to do this. You find this in technical tutorials, because there, as you see here, we have 2 modules for Twitter. And here you need to create connection, and then go to show advanced settings, and then API key and API secret. And you find this once you've set up your developer account in Twitter under keys and tokens. And there, if I click regenerate, I will get this information. And for the other Twitter module, this one, click on create, and here I have client ID and client secret. And I also find this here at this part, and I can plug it in here once I've set up the developer account. Then I find this here, click on regenerate, and then I have the client secret as well. And I click OK, and then this is connected. And again, I have the technical tutorial which covers these steps to do that. And then we have Facebook. Just click on create connection. You will be prompted to log in to your Facebook account and then complete the process. Now you only need to use, like the setup, the social media platforms you actually want to post on. If you want to post on all of them, sure, then set them up as I said. If you only want to post the social media videos to Instagram and YouTube, for example, you can just delete these and these, right? And then you only have your automation published to YouTube and Instagram if you want to have it like this. And then you only need to set this up. And then once it is established, then the final part you need to do is you go back to your AppScript code. Again, you find this here in extensions and AppScript, and then you go to the AppScript code, and there under triggers, we set up a new trigger, and there we will specify, so rotate and send data, that's the function we want to have. And there you click on open, and then now from here you need to select time driven, and then you can select like day timer. Here, if you select this, then it runs every day from 7 to 8 a.m. for example. It's at one specific time between those 2 time spots. You can even select like a week timer. You say every Monday, so it runs once a week. So this is like daily or once a week. So this would be Monday at this time, this would run. So you could set this up. So if you want to run it several times a week, you could set up one trigger for Monday, right? A week time trigger by Monday. And then you set up another trigger, select time here, and then you can select a week timer, and then you can select, for example, a week timer, day of the week, and then you select Thursday, and then it will post also on Thursday. So you can select several times during the week when this automation should run. And once you set this up, this will automatically trigger this automation, and it will run and publish those social media videos. But before you do that, I would suggest you test it out a few times to see, so you can test and tweak the output of the social media videos, so until you get a output that you're happy with. And to test this, you just click on run once. Okay, I can't do this at the moment, but you saw this, we did it at the beginning. You click on run once, so you click on this, and then it will, so if I unselect it, maybe I can run it then. Yeah, now I can run it. So you click on that, then you go back to your AppScript editor, and then you select this function, rotate and send data, and then you click on run. And then this automation, so you see, this is how you can make test runs to this automation. And all the information you have they will be saved in this sheet. So the first thing you need to specify before you start is obviously your niche, right? So for example, it could be selling digital products. So if this is my niche, so let's go back. Let's delete this. Now let's do another test run to do this properly. So you put in your niche here and you put in several topics and it will automatically always go to the next topic. And no, so you select your main niche and it will always use this as the topic and the core topic, and then it will come up with subtopics, as you will see here. And then if I click on run it, you will see in a few seconds it will appear a subtopic will be generated based on this. You see here, creating an effective sales funnel for digital products. And each time I will create a new subtopic that's not based on what's already been covered. So it's always a new, unique idea based on your core topic. So if you want to change the topics, then you just, for example, you switch this out. For example, I could switch this to email marketing with ChatGPT. And then if I would run it again, then let's go back here. If I would run it again, you will see it will pick the next topic. It will be around email marketing with ChatGPT. But you can leave this topic and then it will generate. So for example, if I run it again and I leave the topic email with ChatGPT in and I run it, then you will see it will generate another subtopic based on email marketing with ChatGPT that's not related to what's already been covered. So this can basically go on infinitely and until you change the topic. And that's what makes this so powerful. Here you also have like templates you can play around with. So this is the template for transcript and captions. You can modify them, right? So you go, you can let the automation generate. So you see it's still running here. And then the generated, this is like the captions will be saved here, the URL will be saved here. And here you can basically tweak the output, and each time it runs, it will pick a different template style. So you always have like four different types of templates here. You could add new ones, like if you find proven examples of transcripts and captions of Instagram or YouTube shorts, you can paste them in here and then it will use them as next step. So if I go in here and I go here to webhooks, you see here the transcripts are automatically already submitted here. So now it took this transcript if you don't have an online income stream. So this was this one. This took the second one. And when I run it again, the next time it will pick this one as a template. So it will always switch around to different templates and different styles. So you can obviously change them. You can just change them out, but make sure they always have like 5 sentences, because this is really important, because this is the output of the video. As you see in the Create-to-Mate module, we have like 5 sections of text, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and each is 1 sentence. And each of those is mapped to 1 sentence in the transcript. So it's really important if you change it, make sure it has exactly 5 sentences or 5 lines. This is the only thing you need to keep in mind when you change the transcript templates. And here in the captions, it doesn't matter. You can create any type of caption templates you want.